uninterrupted video, whatever.
Yeah. But yes, it would be live streaming.
But so what's the advantage? Well, the advantage is that you can do other things like this.
Yes.
But if it were just a matter of
If it was just a matter of having some sound and hearing Dad speak,
yeah,
yes, this would work.
right, okay,
But if you wanted stuff with text like
yeah,
the hymns,
yeah,
it would become a lot more difficult on that.
right.
It would also
On this or on because it's a phone or because of the software it doesn't have the preview stuff.
because that's a phone, so it's software.
So if this were on a laptop or
It would be this.
it would be that.
It would be like this.
Yeah.
This is the free version of live streaming, which
Oh.
is the simplest.
How much is a paid for version of that?
I don't know if they have a paid version actually, but they probably
Because
do.
but I'll tell you why. Because I'm very what's the word skeptical. I don't want to learn this, yeah, but I feel I need to know it.
There's no paid version.
Why? Obvious pricing. Because if we're really aiming to get people to watch it or listen,
Yeah.
then we want to know how many are there. You know, it's comes and goes, or there's 2 or 3, or if there's some way of saying right, it's delayed. There's a delay, and if there's software that says okay, delay as opposed to live streaming is a possibility.
So on average,
11 views, 8 views.
a few more around Easter.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're normally picturing about the 11 to
Right.
views.
So I just wonder if there are easy ways or easier ways, because what I don't want, I think we said from the beginning, is somebody sitting here and worrying, oh, I can't get it on, I can't leave it. Or worse still, your dad coming and fiddling about with it. So yeah, if there was some easy way, even if it costs money, that justifies it, that says, yeah, this is no problem, click, boom, it's on. I mean, what do other churches, what do they use at your church?
OBS.
And
Just
YouTube,
YouTube. OBS and YouTube.
and does that work
Yeah, that
perfectly?
works fine for them.
Does it work better than ours?
Theirs works slightly better because they have a lot more money.
Right, but you've just said that paid for stuff doesn't.
Well, they've got better mics and stuff like that.
Right, okay.
So their sound is a lot crisper than
Oh,
ours.
yeah, but if I said I'm not bothered about the sound, it's just the fact that every so often we seem to get a break. Sometimes that's internet break, no doubt. Our internet breaks. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yes. I don't know whether or not that's the streaming system which is causing the audio breaks and the other parts with it.
Yeah.
As far as I know, most people who stream use OBS.
Yeah.
I don't really know of many alternatives. Like, it's free. It's really it's very reliable.
Yeah.
It's just the equipment you got around it on.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
The performance.
Now that's a help. Thank you. Not absolutely sure, but we think it was me standing up in a car, in the van, hitting my head on the door arch. So the torque caused the.
Hit your head.
Yeah, I was standing up to get out of the van, and on the arch itself of the
Are
door.
you still driving?
Oh, this is 2008. 2008.
So you're allowed to drive?
Oh yeah. I was back to full health within
A month?
4 months, 3-4 months. I was playing football in 4 months after it. Although the doctor said a few more hours and I might have been dead. I'd have been dead. So that's my. Where are we? That's my reflections. Oh, that's the Royal London, as was.
Oh wow, you write blogs?
No, just this one, setting the scene, just the idea. Dizzy with headache for a week before, and then just my crazy feeling acute paranoia and stuff. One of my family friends is a doctor, and he said that she got it from it was good to see it from another point of view, from the patient's point of view, this kind of hallucinating stuff.
Oh yeah, because it affects your brain, right?
Yeah.
And your mental capacity.
Yeah, but not the hematoma itself. This was, I think, the morphine.
Oh yeah, the post-op.
Yes, the post-op.
Yeah, on my first day in ITU, I was punched in the face by a patient who was high of drugs.
Wow.
He just came out of surgery.
Yes.
Oh, it's a bit like you didn't quite do that. Did
Oh,
you?
the security were pulled out.
Security.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, but
You were
but
quite-
I noticed that he just stayed.
You were quite violent in terms of like pulling out.
No, I wasn't.
Well, you tried to pull out your catheter.
I wanted to, but I didn't. Apparently, if I'd have pulled out the catheter.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been doing that?
9 years.
9 years at the Royal London.
No, various Webs Cross,
yeah.
also Royal London,
Yeah.
6 months in intensive care,
Oh right. Wow.
ACC music course.
Yeah.
But now I do something more less exciting.
What's that?
Colonoscopy.
Oh right. Right. Tracking, looking at, examining
The colon,
Yeah.
and the stomach. Yeah.
cameras and stuff.
Yeah. Let's talk to the preacher.
Yeah. Okay.
Here.
Kieran's trying to come in there.
How are you, Christine?
Pardon?
How are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
My dad's in there.
Yeah, it's sort of just a weird week in the sense that, I finished work.
Do you want a biscuit?
No, in the distance.
Okay. Right, go ahead.
Like gluten free.
You're still getting there.
What was I going to say? No. I finished work and you just sort of feel like another year, and I work with an 85-year-old, and I think I haven't really.
Oh, you work with an
85-year-old
How?
because she's my fellow colleague. She does the after school, but she doesn't do as long as me, but she's around for a little bit anyway. And you just sort of feel rubbish about how what a witness should be and how rubbish another year's gone, another academic year.
Oh, I'm brilliant. I'm absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And then,
Isaiah's got nothing on him.
and you just sort of feel, why am I just like this? So yeah, you always end up with a sort of a little bit of a downer on yourself. Just because I just want them to hear the gospel. I want Janet to be, I really like her. She's a sparky, interesting character, and I just sort of feel like, I have given her leaflets and I have talked a little bit, and she knows I'm a Christian and blah blah blah, but it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, you just end another year and you just feel like a bit rubbish.
But I'm trying to tell myself, not my job. I'm trying to tell myself, if I have any sort of relationship with this person, anything verging even on a friendship, it would be really weird if they didn't know. It's like if I didn't at some point say the things that were important to me, as opposed to I'm always looking for a you're telling me about yourself, no holds barred, right? And I get to tell them I'm worried about this, or I think about that, or I'm glad about this, and they know you, and that's it. That's what I look for, rather than all the time.
Because the assisted dying when it came through in the office, he on somebody's phone and she just said, "Right, Tom through, right." So we let the whole office before I said anything. And two of them were totally, this is just brilliant. One was, I wasn't sure about this. And then I said, but it felt like really low. We got onto a huge bigger topic of medicine and do not resuscitate, and it went all over the place. I mean, basically, I just listened to their arguments, and like, we would not treat our dogs, and they've all had the whole somebody was scared.
Because most often these days people don't. As far as I know.
No, I don't know.
That's important.
His mum's that her mum's sister. So we're talking a lot back. Anyway, so that was the first sort of anyway.
Why you hold back? Because what you have got to say is you know that it's unacceptable. I'm not saying you should hold back, I'm saying that's what I tend to do. I don't agree. But then, I would say I know this is not everybody's thoughts, and this is what I and there are things I won't be doing on, like you will not ask about homosexual activity. I will not allow that. If it's an abuse and she insists, you're going to get from me, you told me, but I'm just looking a chance to talk about that. Or that could get in trouble if you and it's your right to do that, then I would think you let it to the side. But I'm not looking to there are other things I want.
Yeah, no, that's right. And you need to be. And then I went. I've come to the next reunion. They said I'd come along to the walking. So I swallowed my pride.
So I'm not going to do that.
I swallowed my pride.
Oh, you are.
And then, no, it's 53. So I got there and I knew there'd be something so I just turned to me on and the entrance exactly what I did. So I don't have any. So
Yeah.
Probably one of the top captains.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was playing a game of football, but I watched her move.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I watched her position herself.
Wow.
And I watched her and I could see what she was working at almost like
Yeah.
a chess. And it was really fascinating
Yeah.
to see. And it was just like, that's the way her brain works. That's the way she's trained her brain, and it's just sort of, amazing.
Yeah. So there. So during the 2012 Olympics, I did something on where was it? Made in His Image. So
2012.
that's right.
London ones.
Yeah, that's right. And then A Young Man's Strength is Wonderful. So we're looking at that. This was my ESOL blog.
Okay.
And Born to Swim. So looking at all of the different sports there. And then to be a servant, that's an ambition. I can't remember what that was. Riding for a Fall, the cycling, amazing, and skateboarding.
Yeah.
And just, what's that? Oh, a good start, a terrible fall, a great recovery. And that came from a sermon. And then that applies to human beings and to Olympics. The best start. Can't remember what else. Can't even see it properly. A terrible fall. So then that was Derek Redmond. You know Derek Redmond? When he tore his muscle, his dad came on and helped him over. So a great recovery.
It's amazing how the
Lassie
body does
Viren.
recover it from that.
That's right. That's right. And then that was a postscript.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So all I'm trying is to say I've had some remarkable conversation, but don't we feel guilty about that?
No, and in one sense, I just feel like I'm a Christian here, in this place, and people are watching me, and people are listening to me, and I just want my life to somehow honour God where I am. And in one sense, yes, you want conversations. I feel bad at times with Janet. I think she could be dead. She's got cancer. She's remarkable. She's great, but she knows. And that I'm a Christian, and she knows more of the Bible than anybody because of the generation. She sees all the things that go on in the world, and she's totally dismissive of everything and things because she's got those old traditional values. And she has, and you just sort of say, you almost want them. I mean, it's been great. The times I've had Christian conversations, and it's just come out of the blue. The fact that the scout leader is the auntie of the old minister from Eden, Cambridge. I don't know why God puts those sort of things, and you just have to be there, don't you? And they know, and she knows, and Yeah, I'm not a Dolores. I'm not sort of.
And we
We're
should,
not.
Dolores should be Dolores.
Yeah, exactly. And we are who we are, but you just feel like.
But is this new or have you forever been beating yourself?
Well, I haven't ever worked in that sense, in the sense of, and you do, when I first started, I found it really weird because you're just so used to being with Christians and talking, and you almost stop and you think, oh, that would sound really weird if that came out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you let it come out, but other times you just sort of feel like that's sort of,
Well, I feel weirdness now with my children. Thinking, not that anything's off limits.
No.
But are you a coward, Barry?
Yeah. I actually met Hannah walking home the other night. She put her bike, I didn't realise she had a bike in her locker on Fairhill. And I literally just walked down the road with her.
So that's the question. Is it okay? That's religious. Can you really check that out as now? You can if we are, if saying race at the beginning of the meal is organised. This is how it's going. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking.
No.
But I just feel I could say more and just occasionally do.
Yeah, and then you just feel, you just leave it with the Lord, don't you? You do, sometimes.
I just feel
I put that on the dirty
like if I put something out like a prayer, as I do David occasionally, you know, the powerful stuff.
I don't know.
Right, well, we're not in detail, but I'll send out a number of questions. Then asking blah blah blah, and then I'll say, right, put them out to my children, and then I have to generalise it with some of them rather than talk about faith.
Yeah. Well, I loved David Field always said, those of you who pray and those of you who have, I can't remember how he termed it, good thoughts.
Yeah.
Or good vibes or something.
Right.
But because obviously some of his friends and some of his family weren't Christians.
Yeah.
They could send good.
Yeah.
But you don't always want to put it like that because you just sort of feel like you're putting it in parallel to prayer almost.
Yeah.
But it's Are you okay, John?
So if you get the word wrong,
That's the dirty show there.
I don't know what you mean. Portuguese,
I think it's nice to hear this morning. Quite simple, but quite simple and very good, and disarmingly simple as well. Go to the zoo, even though we might have environmental and animal welfare issues. Go to the zoo. Thank you. While it's there, perpetuate it.
Watch a nature document.
That's right. Very good. It's disarmingly simple and very good. So, so Derek, so that's, very good to hear that. And it still makes me think my third project.
Right. I've got too many projects.
That's right. Is to dig deep into my old worksheet stores. Digitize, they're already computer, but digitize them for the new age. So Derek Brown, he's the drama teacher at Rokeby, and he was the one who we saw about Hannah.
Oh right, yeah.
Good-looking smoothie.
Yeah, I remember.
Cancer.
Oh right. Who
This
knows?
morning, Rokeby,
Yeah, but how did you get the information?
from Facebook Rokeby.
Oh, I see. Hannah. He had turned into the home education person for Newham at that point in time. Oh, yeah.
You should be looking ahead. Oh, you'll be thoroughly ashamed of me, Bethany. Not what I said. That's what I did. I ended up doing a 10-minute questionnaire. Knowing that by the time you get to the end, it will say, we'll give you your program on procrastination from that lovely advertising that we've done for you for the mere cost. In fact, it's free as long as you put your banking details in, and you can. Here is the church. Here is the people. Oh.
Open doors.
No, here is the church. Here is the steeple. Open the doors. Here are the people. Here is a church. This is a steeple. Open the doors. There are the people. Now what? Not 12.
No.
Hmm?